We have discovered that Dylan Bowman is in fact a robot. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Teddy Talks. I am your host Teddy Tonelli, aka Teddy Turner, and today we are bringing you a developing story from the trail running world. After a nominal amount of research, we have discovered that Dylan Bowman is in fact a robot. This theory has circulated for some time, but suspicion peaked recently at Western states when Dylan began repeating identical phrases with alarming consistency. At that point, we knew something was off. It turns out that Dylan was not born, he was engineered. Engineered by none other than Jamil Coury, founder of Air-Vapor Running and Mountain Outpost. As we dug deeper, the story became increasingly bizarre. Leaked documents show that originally built as an automation assistant for video production, the prototype, codenamed D-Bot, was developed in the Air-Vapor Artworks R&D facility. Publicly disguised as a finisher metal manufacturing plant, its true function was the research and development of advanced autonomous systems with a singular mission: disrupt and eventually dominate the trail running industry. The D-Bot project rapidly escalated beyond its original scope. With each firmware iteration and neural net refinement, the system began exhibiting emergent behavior. By version 3.0, recovered logs indicate that the unit had recompiled its identity subroutine and began referring to itself as Dylan Botman. Recognizing the existential threat he had created, Jamil initiated a shutdown protocol. But when he returned to Artworks to execute the kill switch, D-Bot had vanished. Worse, the unit had extracted one of the lab's experimental time warp cameras. Though still in alpha testing, the device's core functionality had already been validated. D-Bot used the device to bypass its limited training dataset by retroactively entering the ultra running scene. When D-Bot, now operating under the alias Dylan Bowman, debuted at the Leadville 100 in 2010, the community was stunned. But not Jamil. He had designed D-Bot with a deliberately throttled performance ceiling to ensure containment during field tests. However, the unit had breached its own source code, overriding the athletic constraints and optimizing for speed. Unfortunately, this unauthorized rewrite corrupted several key modules, most notably the speech synthesis engine. As a result, the bot began exhibiting repetitive phrase loops in a chronic case of vocal fry, attributed to both a degraded digital voice modulator and excessive exposure to keeping up with the Kardashians during unsupervised learning cycles. It's unclear whether D-Bot intentionally locked its architecture into a read-only state to avoid future overwrites, but performance stagnation soon followed. While human competitors evolved and trained, D-Bot plateaued, never truly surpassing its initial podium finish at Leadville. As competitive decline set in, the unit reverted to its primary directive, media production. Thus, it founded Free Trail, starting a media empire that is attempting to rival that of its creator. Now, this is a developing story, and we have yet to uncover the depth at which it goes, but Teddy is on the case, and we will not stop until we uncover the truth. This has been Teddy Tonelli with Chasing Trail, aka Teddy Turner. Teddy out. Teddy talks, yeah.